I think it's fair if you're talking about the season because I think you have to take this into consideration. A, how did he look before the Minnesota game? There were two games that could have that should have easily been won. He beat Atlanta if Nelson Aguilar catches that pass going down the left sideline. The throw to Whiteside against Detroit should have been a touchdown. Those are two game winners right there. They should be 5-1 instead of 3-3. Obviously, they wet the bed against Minnesota last week. We get all of that. Totally understand that. But the other side to it is that about 13 to 14 passes of his have been flat out dropped. And we've got to take that into consideration as well because his completion percentage should be higher. His yards should be higher. His touchdown to interception ratio should be higher if it were not for those clear, undeniable drops. Now, we also got to take this into consideration. Look at their schedule coming up. Got Dallas this week. They got Buffalo and that defense the following week. They got Chicago and that defense at home on November 3rd. They got a bye week. Then they've got New England and Seattle. We're talking about 5 games. If Carson Wentz has guys catching his passes and he's winning these games because guess what? They are catching those passes. Then I think we're having a different conversation. But in light of the fact that he's 3-3 right now, there is no denying that he can't. It's kind of foul to sit up there and call him as a part of or include him in the MVP conversation. I'm just going to tell you that it's not through his fault primarily. It's through the fault of his receivers who can't seem to catch the damn ball. Like I told you yesterday, Max, and Ryan Clark. Do I need to go out shopping in Philadelphia, King of Prussia Mall? Do I need to buy them some Velcro, some crazy glue, some Stickum, something? All these damn passes they're dropping all over the damn place.
First couple games, yes, not anymore.
Hopefully they'll have
That's not true. It's not the first couple of games.
Back.
They were dropping. Last week against Minnesota, that wasn't the case. Every other game, these guys been dropping passes. It's been awful.
Well, listen, I agree with Stephen A. to a certain degree. I think the drop passes. I mean, it's been light as day. I mean, you could see it. It seemed like game after game, there's been critical drop passes by his receivers. So I think his receivers have let him down somewhat. But I do think overall, when you watch the Philadelphia Eagles, there doesn't seem to be a lot of juice with the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know if we've necessarily seen Carson Wentz with, the defensive efficiency going on, particularly in the secondary, just elevate and overcome those type of things. To me, that's what MVP type players do. We haven't really seen that out of Carson Wentz yet. I mean, you look at DeSean Jackson and how he's played and how he's elevated the Houston Texans. My MVP, Russell Wilson, right now is just playing out of his skull because if you look at the Seattle Seahawks and the plethora of deficiencies they have on their team, Russell Wilson, his ability to just make plays time and time again, particularly in the fourth quarter. He has four fourth quarter comebacks this year. To me, when you see stuff like that, that is it. Now we're talking MVPs. I just haven't seen it out of Carson Wentz yet. But as you point out, Stephen A., with the schedule that's coming up with the Philadelphia Eagles, he's going to have his opportunity to prove to everyone around the National Football League that he deserves to be in the same sentence as the Russell Wilsons, the Deshaun Watson, the Christian McCaffreys, so on and so forth.
See, I think, but if you're an MVP, do something to overcome the problem. And he has not done that. And I think part of that is learning how to lead the team, having that team play with energy and juice, right? Like galvanizing the troops, as you always say.
You got to take it all into consideration, though. You're ranked 29th against the pass on the defensive side of the ball. You're constantly in a hole because your defense can't stop anybody's passing game. You're not running the football effectively enough, and you don't have DeSean Jackson. Now, let me say this because DeSean Jackson, my man, I've known him for years. I got to ask this question, Damien. Where the hell is he? I mean, I know he's been hurt, but what is this injury? Was an ankle broke? Was a tendon torn? I mean, what the hell is going on? I thought he went out with a groin injury or something. How long does it take to get back to DeSean Jackson? Hurry up! Hurry up!
I'm quite curious to get back.
Where is he?
Well, Steve, now I'm also going to say this now. Like we talk about, the Philadelphia Eagles defense and the secondary and other issues they have. Patrick Mahomes been dealing with the same type of things. Didn't he deal with that last year? The defense was a sieve and people running through the Kansas City defense. But he just puts this team on his back.
Hold on, Damien.
You can't say it's the coach. Coach won a Super Bowl.
No. There's one thing that – stop it. There's one thing that Patrick Mahomes does not do and has never done. He's never caught them damn passes. Okay? He throwing it to catch that catcher. Travis Kelce ain't dropping balls. Tyreek Hill wasn't dropping balls. Sammy Watkins wasn't dropping balls. Kareem Hunt running out of the backfield and catching passes out of the backfield last year before he got on the damn suspended list. He wasn't dropping balls. You got people on Goddard. You've got Nelson Aguilar. You got Alshon Jeffrey. They dropping passes for Whiteside. Who the hell is Whiteside? He was dropping. Like he got the ball thrown to him, and he was dropping balls. And then DeSean Jackson. Listen, DeSean Jackson's a bad brother. I'm happy that he's in Philadelphia. The deep threat, we know what he can bring to the table. But DeSean Jackson, where's the medical report? What's taking you so long?
Why would DeSean Jackson not want to hurry back? I don't understand.
Where is DeSean Jackson?
What are you insinuating?
Did he break a leg?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Somebody
now,
tell me something, y'all.
I mean, how many excuses? Now, listen, I just listen to you go on this diatribe just now. How many excuses you gonna give for Carson Wentz? I mean, listen, I just brought up Patrick Mahomes from last year. I mean, Patrick Mahomes goes into the game knowing that his defense can't stop a nosebleed, but he does it every single week. He's every single week. He's putting the team on his back, Stephen A.
With a bad wheel.
Did you see Tyreek Hill and those boys perform last year? They weren't dropping passes. That's not a fair comparison. Carson Wentz got catch dropping passes right in their hands and their chest. Come on, man.
By the way,
they're dropping his passes.
Maybe they need to run the Philly special every play then. Maybe they need to do that. I don't know.
Damien, to be fair.
Max, we gonna go. Max, I keep telling you, we gonna go to King of Pressure, Max. I'll come out of my own pocket, get some Velcro, crazy glue. I don't know what the hell it is.
You got firefighters saving. You got firefighters.
I want to hear from the doctor, DeSean Jackson's doctor. What the hell is going? You're playing Dallas this week.
You got firefighters saving babies out of burning buildings in Philadelphia, saying, "What's going on with Aguilar?" Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.